And hello! Wondering if we have anybody out there.
Yeah, it's weird not knowing.
Yes, we see no audience members. So, hello, my name is Angela Baylor. I'm the managing director of Centerstage Theater. And we've got feedback.
Yep, not anymore because I just turned mine off. Live theater for the win. Would you like me to turn yours off while you talk? I will do it.
Hello. So, as you can tell, we are
not technicians.
Not technicians. We run a theater company. we hire people to do this. So welcome. We are so excited. Hopefully we have some people watching tonight at our wrap-up event of Celebrate Centerstage 2021. If you are joining us today, you will now know that the silent auction closed last Saturday because of problems, because of a family emergency. We weren't able to do our live wrap-up last week, so we're doing it this week, which gave us a couple of extra days to get some more Raise the Paddle going. So we've got some fun things for you tonight, a little bit different than last year. We don't actually have people performing live, but we do have videos of showcasing why people support Centerstage. But we want to kick this off. First of all, a few things. Hopefully you have found us. If you have questions or anything, you can call the office at 253-661-1444. One of our lovely board members is standing by. That sounds so official.
That's so NPR of us.
Is standing by to answer questions for you. Again, technology, so we're still learning how all of this stuff works. Leave a message if we can, and we'll get back to you afterwards. So this live auction will actually, we'll wrap up the video part of it probably in about an hour, but then we'll keep the Raise the Paddle open till tonight. So you can still get in there if you're unable to watch. Well, if you're not watching, then you'll, yeah. So
if you're not watching right now, then tonight you can still give.
Exactly. So what we want to kick off things, we've got some really exciting live auction items. We're going to be in actually Costco $50 gift card is our first live auction item up for bid. And if you look on your screen, if you are on our Max Giving website, Celebrate Centerstage 2021.maxgiving.bid. You'll hit the live tab up at the top, and you'll see down at the bottom, you'll see the Costco giving card, the Costco gift card, and you'll be able to hit bid. So that bid is open right now, so we would love to see some people bidding on that. It's a $50 Costco gift card. Also, we will be switching back and forth from video, and we've got the gift card. We have 100 Years of Blues concert by board member Stephen DeTrey. We have, let's see, we also have a $150 gift certificate to Salty's. And then the one that I'm actually looking forward to is, I'm probably not going to get to do this, but a ride on the South King County Fire and Rescue fire truck to either school or work. So I think that one's going to be a lot of fun. But first of all, what we would like to do is, as you know, we are located in Federal Way, so hopefully most of you are in Federal Way, but hopefully we're reaching some people away. We are actually coming to you from the lovely Knutson Family Theater at the Dumas Pays Center in Federal Way, Washington. And I contacted Mayor Jim Farrell and was like, hey, Mayor Farrell, would you like to do a video in support of us? And he was like, of course, because he knows how much how much the arts mean to the community. So we would like to show you a video of Mayor Farrell.
Hi, Mayor Jim Farrell here. Federal Way is so fortunate to have our very own community theater, Centerstage Theater. Right now, it's even more critical than ever to support the continued growth of the arts. You know, arts bring an incredible number of benefits to our community, many of which have become even more relevant during this time of unique social challenges. You know, the arts really bring our community together as well, reducing feelings of isolation and provide us with a sense of belonging and togetherness. I am proud to support Centerstage, and I have to tell you, my family and I are really looking forward to being able to enjoy a production in person very soon. By uniting us, encouraging us to open our minds and hearts to others, the arts are an invaluable part of keeping our community safe and healthy. Please join me in ensuring that the arts and Centerstage Theater will thrive in our community now and for many years to come. Thank you so much for your support for Centerstage Theater, Federal Way's own professional theater company. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Mayor Farrell for making that video for us. We really appreciate you, and we appreciate your words of support. We're going to kick off our bidding for our first live auction item with our Costco gift card. This is a $50 gift card to Costco. We do have one bid in already for $50, so there's a little bit of a lag between what's happening in real life and the stream, so we're just going to kind of give you some time to hop on and bid on that. And of course, this is a Costco gift card that you can use at any Costco location, and you can go and buy anything you need or anything you don't, which is what Costco is for. That's the first live auction item we have, and we've got two live auction items we're starting with. One is the gift card.
Right, so that one is actually open now, and what'll happen is that we will keep these open during the next video. And if you go to so one of our board members, Mike Bergato, who actually I believe is right now the winning bid. So Mike and Karen have been such great supporters. So help them out and bid it up to $60 at least. But there is a website called time.gov, and that's what we're actually going by. Mm-hmm. And what we'll do is during the video, this is going to get kind of a pattern. So during the video, about a minute before the video is over, we're going to close the bid, and then we'll come and announce the winner. So again, there's the lag time going on. So we learned last year that we needed to wait a few seconds before we closed.
Yes.
So the Costco bid, it's going to be open until about a minute before the end of the video, and we'll tell you what time that is on time.gov in just a minute.
Yes. And then are we introducing that?
Oh, so the next thing is, so start bidding on that. Mm-hmm. The next thing is our live auction number 2. And if we can switch to that, you'll see at the bottom of the screen, look at that. Thank you, Zandy. Mm-hmm. Zandy is our stage manager for this. And so she's the one that's they're the one that's clicking the buttons. So Stephen DeTrey is actually one of our board members, but interestingly, he used to teach nonprofit management at UW-Tacoma, but he's also a musician, and this has been a popular item the past couple of years. He's offered to do a 100 Years of Blues concert in your home. Mm-hmm. We actually sold one at silent auction, and it went so well that we decided, Steve was gracious, and he said, you know what, I'll do a second one. Mm-hmm. So we're starting the bid off at $200, and if you can go ahead and start bidding on that, he comes into your home and does a concert, and we have one of our board members who has done it before, and I think she actually did it a second time, said it's a lot of fun. So Steve DeTrey is doing a 100 Years of Blues concert in your home. So that's auction item number 2. Yes. And that's starting out at $200, and we would love to see some people start bidding on that.
And then, oh no, now do I have to do quick math in my head with the length of the video?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, I'm going to pick up my phone. As you can see, we're a little lower tech. If you were able to tune into our last fundraiser, we had so much technology in our hands that through the gracious help of Seattle Lives. And so this year we are a smaller operation, and so we've got I know you can see, because I can see us in the frame. Yeah. You can see our computers, and we have like Command Central right in front of us. So thanks for bearing with us. This first video is just under 6 minutes long. So you will have about 5.5 minutes to get all of your bidding in for these first 2 items. And so it's 4:11 now, so you'll have until about 4:17 by the time I'm done yapping. This first video, this is actually a video you're going to see in 4 parts. We decided to cut it up and kind of have fun with it. And we want to say a big thank you to Zach Trandom and the Trandom family for donating their time to help us with some of this tech. So thank you so much. And what we did was we just asked some supporters of Centerstage, some actors, some artists who have been with us, some people who have been in the community for a while, and then some people who are new, to come in and talk about why they feel that supporting Centerstage is important. And so there's going to be 4 it's kind of like a little bit and then to be continued. But we want you to enjoy this video of some big fans of Centerstage, and we're real big fans of them too.
Hi, my name is Sarah Olive McStay. I am an actor and a writer and a singer. My name's Tim Takechi, and I'm a local actor.
Hi, I'm Robin May Bakar. I'm a local actor and I've worked for Centerstage Theater.
Hi, I'm Peggy Darling, and I am a patron of Centerstage Theater.
I'm Gloria. I've been a patron and a supporter of Centerstage for 25 years. Hard to believe, but it's true.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dwayne Andrews Jr. I'm an actor.
Hi, I'm Anthony Lopez. I'm an actor for Centerstage.
Hi, my name is Mike Bragato. I'm on the board of directors for Centerstage Theater. I've been serving that capacity for about 6 years and a longtime patron of Centerstage Theater.
I'm Karen Bragato. I am married to Mike, who's on the board. I'm also on the Arts Commission. We have both been very supportive of Centerstage, and
I don't know what else to say.
I don't have copy.
Okay, so you got outtakes.
Hi, I'm Cindy Dusich. I've been involved with live theater since my dad was the stage manager at the Richland Light Opera Company. Totally have loved the theater. I've been able to see theater on Broadway, on the West End. We're season ticket holders in Seattle, and of course at Centerstage. I've been on the board here for quite a while, though not recently. And my husband and I have our own seat right up here where he sleeps through. No, he does not sleep through every production, but we try, we're supporting. Okay, now I lost it. I don't know where it's going. I think wherever you go, wherever you see theater, there's always something fabulous. Even if you hate the show, the sets could be phenomenal. And I think that's some of the things that Centerstage has done over time, has really improved and really adds to our community. Centerstage is an integral part of our community.
Actually, I was introduced to Centerstage about roughly half a year right before the pandemic had happened. So I haven't been able to do a whole lot of work with Centerstage, but I'm excited to actually be part of Centerstage since they had actually reached out for me to help out with some projects in the future, which is a whole different experience for me before, because usually it's like, oh, I gotta go find these auditions myself, when realistically that's a lot harder to do. Theater has always been very important to me because for me, I had suffered through mental health issues, which is also important, but theater was a way for me to cope with all of my mental issues, and it was also a way for me to be able to have therapy for myself, because it's a gateway into opening into a whole new world for just the actor themselves as well as the audience. The actor is not just bringing an audience into a whole new world. The actor is stepping into the world themselves. They are bringing these worlds into life. So supporting Centerstage is very important. Helping supporting the local arts is important.
I just love live theater. I don't understand people who don't love live theater. I like the movies too, but there's something just more intimate about the theater. It sucks you in. We have enough bad things in our lives, and watching the news or whatever, we might as well come and enjoy and get absorbed into great quality professional theater right here in Federal Way.
I did my first show here back in the summer of 2012. I was in a festival where we were doing the play All in the Timing and the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. We were doing both of those shows at the same time, so I was in what we call, I guess you could say, a festival of theater, and really had a blast. Been really appreciative of Centerstage, especially during this time, allowing me to get back on the theater stage since everything shut down during these interesting times with the pandemic.
My name is Jean Burbage, and Centerstage Theater has been a part of my life for actually all of its existence, which is more than 43 years. Centerstage had its beginnings here in Federal Way under Sharon and Norm Muncy, who scrabbled together to build a theater. And Centerstage has been able to survive and even thrive its many transformations over the years. My husband and I worked to help incorporate Federal Way as a city, and I served on the first Arts Commission as a result. Our Arts Commission worked to help build the Knutson Family Theater at Dumas Bay Center, which Centerstage has been able to use over the years. And we are so pleased now that Centerstage continues to present quality professional live theater in Federal Way, drawing all ages from as far as Seattle and Tacoma and other areas. Their productions have enriched our lives for, as I said, more than 43 years. And Centerstage continues to provide these outstanding productions, which result in so much enjoyment for people. So, having been part of the Centerstage endeavor from its beginnings, I highly recommend everyone here joining the Centerstage Theater audience.
Oh, wait, no, I am.
Okay.
And I guess we're back.
Yes.
So that was fun.
Yeah. It's kind of weird on our end, just standing here waiting for the video to end.
So the actual winner of that item was, drum roll, Mike and Karen Bragato. So we haven't had any bids on the concert yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to keep that open until 10 o'clock tonight. So if you still want to get in on that and bid on that, please do so, and let's raise some money for Centerstage.
So that gives you time. I'm just going to drop y'all a little hint now. That gives you time to call up your vaccinated friends who you can now be in the same room with safely and responsibly without a mask, like us. We're in each other's pod, circle, bubble, whatever you call it.
For over a year.
That's true. We can't get out of each other's pods, even if we wanted to, which we don't. But you can call your friends and you can say, hey, if I did this thing, would you want to come over and have some cocktails and something to eat and go to a concert at my house? And when they say, that sounds awesome, hop back on here and bid on that item. You will have until 10 o'clock tonight, like Angela said. So that gives you time to gather your friends together, because I think this would be a really great, like, break your quarantine hangout. Kind of sounds ideal to me. So yeah, that's that. And now we're on to the next item.
All right. So the next item is a I think it's either it's a $150 gift card to Salty's.
Yes.
And right now I know the Salty's at Redondo is not open, but I have heard rumor that they will be opening, but I think you can use it at the Redondo one when they open, or the one in West Des Moines.
One in Des Moines.
And I think that
and
those are the
one
two.
In West Seattle,
That's what I was going to say, West Seattle as well.
Oh,
there's not. Yeah.
We're having people gesticulate wildly in the audience. There's one in Des Moines, and I know, and it's very pretty, so go to that one.
Yes. So anyway, so that is a $150 gift card. And right now we have a starting bid we're at $125, and we have no idea who it is that bid on it. Ooh. So they are anonymous.
Ooh, I like
bidder
that.
number 99. So right now we're at $125, and I've been to the Salty's in Redondo. Clearly I have not been to the one in Des Moines. I need to visit that.
It's right by the marina. It's really nice.
Is it okay?
Yeah, on like a Saturday, you can take in the farmer's market and then go and get some Salties. It's like a super ideal morning.
So yeah, it's $150. So right now you can get it at $125. So if I do my math correctly, math's not my strong suit, you're actually getting it for less than the value.
Yes.
So if you can, so right now we're at anonymous number 99. No idea who that is.
Mm-hmm.
They've gotten it right. They have it right now for $100. That's what a deal. $125. So the $150 gift card to Salty's is going on right now. And the next one, Trista gets to talk about the next.
Oh, I do get to talk about this next one. Okay, this is the ride to school or work on the South King County Fire and Rescue fire truck. Okay, so here's the deal. In the past, we've had people win this for like their grandkids or their kids or something like that, so their kids can ride to school. I mean, how cool would it be to be dropped off on a Friday morning at school in the South King County fire truck?
So
that
cool.
is super legit. However, I also have this dream in my heart that someday an adult will buy it for themselves to go to like their law office that they work in or something like that. And that's what I really want somebody to do that and take video of it.
Yeah,
and post it on our Facebook page.
Yes.
Because it's adorable to have kids go to school in a fire truck. But please, like, just like somebody like, I'm a dentist and today I went to work in the fire truck would be so great. So that's what this is. This is kind of one of those, like the starting value we have at $150 starting bid, but really it's kind of a hard thing to put
it's priceless.
Kind of is a priceless
and here's
thing.
a little bit of trivia. So we are actually in the midst of our closing weekend of Within the Law, and one of the actors in Within the Law is a former South King County Fire and Rescue fireman.
Yes.
So Ted Gentry.
Yes.
Shout out to Ted if you're watching. So anyway, that's just a little connection. It has absolutely nothing to do with the value of the item.
We just think they're great.
But yes. So yeah, like make somebody's dream come true, even if it's your husband's, your wife's, your spouse, whatever. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah,
definitely.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to watch. I'm going to check my time.
Oh, Susan McKenzie. Susan McKenzie has gotten it right now. So you know, Susan is a board member. She has been a huge supporter of ours. But outbid her.
We love her, but outbid her.
So right now we're at 175, and Susan has it at 150 right now. But we, if just $25 more, and for a lifetime experience, once in a lifetime experience.
It is 4:23 right now, so we're gonna check the next part. We're gonna watch the next part of our video about supporting Centerstage, and so that will close the bidding on these two items. Oh, now it's 4:24. This will close the bidding on these items about 4:29. Let's say 4:30. Can we make it 4:30 on the dot?
Yeah.
We will close the bidding for these two items.
And I just want to say, these videos that you're seeing, we just kind of called up people that we know are supporters of Centerstage, and also we've got some actors, and the brainchild behind this is we know how valuable Centerstage is. We talk about it all the time.
Yes.
Like night and day, we sleep, eat, and breathe Centerstage Theater. But we thought it would be nice to hear from other people. And these people, some of them are actors, so they're used to being on camera. Some of them are not. And so this was a huge step out of their comfort zone. But the thing that we love about it, and the bloopers and all of that, is that these people believe in Centerstage so much that they were willing to step out of their comfort zone to share with you how much Centerstage means. So we just really thank them for doing that.
We are really grateful. So enjoy this next set of clips of people talking about their experience with Centerstage and theater in general.
What I want to tell you is Centerstage is a lot more than just entertainment. It does so much for this community, and it does it for almost everybody. For instance, the people that are on the board of directors and that are volunteers here, it gives them the opportunity to give to this community. It makes them feel good about them, and it gives them a chance to meet a whole bunch of cool people. The people that come to the shows because A, it's entertainment, B, they've got lots of friends who come here, C, it's a place they can take friends, it's a place they can have date night, they can go to dinner, they can come here, they can go home. But particularly for the little kids, the Christmas Panto is the opportunity for these children to experience theater for the first time in their lives and just have the best time they ever had. They yell, they scream, they laugh, they're in charge. But for the actors and the staff, they get to practice their art, they get to have a support system that helps them get better at their craft. So Centerstage is just something everybody ought to be doing. And guess what? Now we have sippy cups. So come see a play and have a little glass of wine during the play and enjoy the show and think about volunteering here. I'm done.
I was asked by, I was in a production with Chris Nardine directing, and that was Footloose back at Tacoma Little Theater, and he asked me to be part of the festival that I was in for summer of 2012 for Centerstage, if I'd be interested in doing that production, specifically for Mitch Mahoney and the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, and the rest has been history. I did that show and got to do a musical review called It's Only Rockin' Soul, where I met the great Trista Duvall. And we've been friends since then, and so it's been a very collaborative and refreshing place to always do theater.
We have been residents of Federal Way for 29 years. We've thought for the longest time that Center Stage needs to be a part of Federal Way. There's an active arts group going, and it needs to be bigger and establish itself more. Center Stage has been this little gem in the back of Federal Way.
So I believe that one of the most important things in society as a whole are the arts. The arts cut across all levels of socioeconomic strata. They transcend Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They're our reason for living. And the theater arts are the most comprehensive art there is. I mean, you have just about every discipline: dance, music, acting, literature. There's a wide range of arts that are involved in the theater arts program. And it's unique to Federal Way. We're the only live theater in Federal Way, and I think this is very important for Federal Way to have us here. Okay, well, you want to go? I'll go.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. So the first panel we saw here, and I don't even remember which one it was. It's been so long now.
It was shocking.
It was.
It was.
English pantomime is one of the most interesting interactive forms of theater. The fourth wall is just destroyed, and it makes it a lot of fun. It tests the ad lib capabilities of the actors in interacting with the audience, but the audience gets to be part of the play, and that's just a lot of fun.
A big reason why I believe you should contribute to Center Stage Theater, because it is essential that we continue to have arts in this community. For someone like me, I started actually in musical theater when I was about 14 years old. I went to the only all-boys high school in the state, O'Day, and fell in love with musical theater. So it was essential that at that time they had that program, and for me to be able to continue to do this, in this case in Federal Way, once again is essential. And just like, even though I'm a big Seahawk fan, sports are important, but the arts are also important as well. To me, it helps make a well-rounded person. So please, please, please give what you can and contribute in any way you can, so we can keep places like Center Stage Theater up and running.
Well, my favorite thing to see about Center Stage is when you have trials or within the law or something of that nature. They're always popular. Agatha Christie is always a big seller.
Sherlock
here.
Holmes.
And Sherlock Holmes is another one. Yes, they're always big sellers.
I think my favorite play was the musical comedy Mystery Murders of 1940. Actually, it was what was it? I always get that title wrong. It's the musical murder mysteries of 1940. Is that right?
Musical comedy murders of 1940.
I got it right. Musical comedy murders. I didn't think comedy's in there. Well, it was musical, and it was funny, so it was a comedy. It was a little bit of everything rolled into one.
Being an arts commissioner, I fully support Center Stage, and I'm encouraging City Hall to also support Center Stage, because the arts transcend everything. With everything happening nowadays and all of the pressures that everyone is under, the arts are what's going to survive.
And we have been coming, my husband Bill and I, for
Announce Anthony's is in Des Moines,
which I've been to.
Yeah, Salty's is in West Seattle. I blame my newborn child, who I blame him for everything.
Everything.
Because he's 6 weeks old and I'm very tired. So I blame him for my mental, but the rest of what I said still stands. Des Moines does have a beautiful farmer's market on the marina, and Anthony's is there. But don't go there. Go to Salty's
to use the
Salty's
gift card because they won't accept it.
That's right. But no matter where you go, please tip your servers.
Yes. I have been to Anthony's. Actually, a couple weeks ago.
Okay, mine wasn't that reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, so sorry about that.
All right. So anyway, the Salty's gift card went to Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous number 99, whoever that is. And do you want to announce the winner of the
winner
truck?
of the fire truck was Susan McKenzie, right?
Yay!
Which
pictures. You better be doing it for you and not your grandson.
I want her to be on it. I think she's going to give it to her grandkid, but I think it would be funnier if it was her.
Yeah.
So
you can join.
So before we move on to our next two items, we want to talk a little bit about next season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next
and
season.
the rest of this season and next season. Because typically, if you are familiar with Centerstage Theater, if you've been around for a while, you know that typically our season would be closing right now. But typically,
there is no typical right now.
We wouldn't be in the middle of a global pandemic. So what we did was we took our final 3 shows, which were Within the Law, which closes tomorrow, and the Christmas show, 1940s radio Christmas Carol, and The Importance of Being Earnest, and we shifted them all several months over. And so what we're doing is the season will run through the end of September this season, and then we will open the 2021-22 season with our holiday Panto. So things are kind of a little off kilter this next coming year, but it's allowing us to continue to provide professional live theater in South King County throughout this whole thing.
With a live audience.
With a live audience. So excited. We've had people in the audience for Within the Law, which is, like I said, happening right now. If you haven't heard about it, Within the Law is an adaptation. Joshua Gerard, who's one of our artists in-house who you've seen on stage a bunch, he was Robin in Robin Hood. He was Albert in Bye Bye Birdie. He was in Complete Works William Shakespeare Abridged. He is also a playwright. So he and I got together. I found this fantastic material that's over 100 years old, and we adapted it to a play to put on our stage as a workshop reading, which is what's happening right now. So it's a reading with professional actors, and we have a live audience coming in, and we're getting feedback from the audience and feedback from the actors, and we're kind of working through rewrites and things for that show, and I'll come back to that in a minute. And then this is going to close tomorrow. Yes,
tomorrow.
And so tomorrow's your last chance to see it. And then in July, on July 9th, we're going to have Christmas in July, because
I love that.
I know we were doing a Christmas show at Christmas, and then COVID cases went up and things kind of just got a little scary, and we just thought it was difficult to keep everyone safe, all of our actors safe, even though we were doing all the protocols, and thankfully nobody associated with Centerstage. We have had no incidences at all throughout this whole thing. So that's beautiful and fabulous, but we wanted to keep it that way. And so a week before the Christmas show was to open, we canceled it, which was a really difficult decision and really heartbreaking, and I cried, but it was the right thing to do. And so what we decided to do was push it off into July and do Christmas in July. So I'm pleased to say we have the entire design team back, most of the production team back, and most of the actors back. We had a few things we had to kind of shift around because things change over the course of time, of course. But we're going to be bringing that. We actually have pieces of that set that were already built are actually backstage behind me right now. And so we're going to bring everything back out. We're going to do Christmas in July. That's going to be so fun. It's a musical. It's a comedy. It's a period piece. It takes place in the 40s during World War II, so it's just got a lot going on. That's directed by Deanna Martinez, who's been on our stage before and is known in the South Sound for her fabulous directing skills and as somebody who really specializes in coaching actors and young actors and things like that. So we're really, really lucky to have her. And then we're going to do The Importance of Being Earnest, which we're really excited about. We kept the entire cast for that show. Yeah, it's amazing. Everyone was like, I am not leaving this show. So we retained everybody from that, and that's going to go up in September. And that will finish out our season. And we really hope you'll join us for those. The best way to ensure the continuing health of live theater is to just show up. If you can, if you're comfortable, if you're feeling like you're ready to get back out there again, come see a show. We've got masked audiences, distanced. We have an incredible air filtration system in this building at the beautiful Knutson Theater. It's filtering the air constantly here. Everything is heightened safety protocols and everything like that. And our ticketing even automatically socially distances people. So if you buy tickets and then somebody calls and buys tickets later, it makes sure that you're the correct distance apart. So show up and come see a show. I can't even tell you how the first night we came back with live theaters and I was watching our volunteers bustle around the lobby, get ready, I cried. I sat in the lobby and cried because I was so happy.
And also, if you aren't able to come out in person and sit in the theater, we were fortunate enough to get some funding from For Culture through the CARES Act money, and we actually were able to purchase 3 cameras, which are actually allowing us to stream to you right now. And so we are actually streaming our shows now. So if you're not able to come out, you're still not comfortable coming out, just get in touch with us and we'll get you hooked up with the streaming. We've got streaming tonight if you want to see Within the Law, and then we'll get more. And we want to say a big shout out to, we had a couple of people that really were integral in getting our streaming hooked up. One of them is Matt Johnson. He came in and kind of was helping figure out. And then Tim Duvall, who is actually with Firestorm Films, he has done like above and beyond. So if it weren't for the magic of Tim, I'm going to give him a t-shirt that says that.
Now I'm going to have to hear him talk about how magical he is. Thanks a lot.
So anyway, they have helped us.
Yes, thank you to both of them very much.
Get the streaming up and going because we don't know technology.
No, we do not. But yeah, you can join us for that. And the cool thing is we will be streaming select shows of the Christmas show in July and select shows of The Importance of Being Earnest. So this carries through our whole season. So if you really want to get back and support the theater, but you have things that are in the way, there's reasons you don't want to come in and be in the live audience, you don't have to be. You can still be a part of this. Speaking of being there virtually, I meant to hit this up a little while ago. We have a live chat. If you go to our YouTube page, so this is streaming via our YouTube page, so it's kind of weird, but if you were to go to the Centerstage YouTube page, you would see what you're seeing right now on the bid page. But on the side of the page, you will see a live chat. And Mike Brigado, our board member, is there, and he is there to answer if you have any questions or you just want to chat or you just want to be like, how's the weather at the Knutson? You can hop over to the YouTube page and you can live chat with Mike while this is going on. Excuse me. The only thing I will say is obviously because you have to leave the Max Giving page to go over there, you'll have to kind of toggle between the two. But if you are on a laptop or a tablet, it should be fairly easy to see that live chat on the YouTube page. So if you don't know our YouTube page and you go to YouTube and you search for Centerstage Theater, you'll see it. It will pop up. You'll see the icon will be from our show, Let There Be Love. Our two of our lovely actors, Sonia and Tim, will be in there in bright colored clothes. You can't miss it. It's a great shot. Click on that and you'll be able to go into the live chat. So that's it for the rest of this season. That's it for the live chat. Next season is already shaping up. We're really excited. We'll be opening with our holiday Panto. We're doing another new one.
Yay.
We're doing Puss in Boots this year, and it is going to be written by the fabulous Vince Brady. If you liked Robin Hood or you loved Robin Hood, like me, I have rewatched the video so many times. I love it so much. And Red Riding Hood, he wrote those, and so he'll be writing Puss in Boots as well. And we're really excited to have him and a lot of our Panto team back for that. So that will open up with our holiday show. Same time, same place. It's like no time has passed at all. It will be opening right after Thanksgiving, and we cannot wait for that. And then we are going to, we're hoping to be able to bring Dirty Rotten Scoundrels back to the stage. We were in rehearsals for that when COVID shut everything down. And so our kind of fingers crossed, please, will be to bring that show back. So we're really hoping to do that. And then, of course, we're working on Within the Law. Like I said, I would get back to that. The hope is to do the first fully mounted production of that here. So gone will be the chairs and the music stands. It will be costumed. It will be on a set. It will be all of that. So, and then there will be one more slot that is TBD. We are not revealing what that show is yet. But we really hope that you'll join us because it's going to be a really fun mix of new things and kind of bringing things that almost happened but didn't, and then pulling in the new works. And something that we're really proud of here at Centerstage is supporting local artists, being a part of this local arts ecosystem, and bringing an adaptation of a new work to life is a part of that, because not only are the co-adapters part of this local community of artists, but then it happened here at this theater, and then the audience, you all were here as a part of that development. So that's pretty fantastic. And it's continuing this tradition that we started with Let There Be Love of bringing new works to the stage and giving them a professional opening, kind of a professional premiere. So keep your eyes peeled on our webpage and on our social media, because we're going to be doing the official season announcement with all 4 of the shows, season tickets, all of that stuff will be coming up in the next few months. But we kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a sneak peek as a special thank you for being here for this stream for the fundraiser.
Yeah. All right. So the next item, I'm going to let you talk about this, Trista.
Oh, yes.
Auction number 5.
Yes, this is another gift certificate for a restaurant, and this is one of my favorites. This is a $200 gift certificate for the Melting Pot. I love the melting pot so
I've never
much.
been there, so whoever wins it, hint, hint.
Yeah, take Angela to the melting pot. That would be a great way to like doubly support the theater. The melting pot is so fantastic. If you've never been or you don't happen to not know anything about it, it's a fondue restaurant. So you can go in and you can get like a cheese course with all the little, they give you everything like apples and bread, and the cauliflower is shockingly, amazingly good in the cheese. And then you can get a meat course and you kind of like cook it all at your table in the broth. And of course you close with the chocolate course, and you can do dark or milk or white chocolate, and they bring out all these sweet treats like brownie bites and strawberries and cake and all these things, and you dip it in the chocolate. It's so good. It's so decadent. It's really one of those kind of out to dinner nights where you really just take your time. So again, we're coming out of this pandemic haze and things are starting to look brighter, and there's silver linings, and you want to go out to dinner with a loved one or your partner or your friend, or by yourself. I mean, whatever. I could spend $200 at Melting Pot by myself, and just take your time and have a leisurely meal and enjoy it. So that is our next live auction. And then we have...
And right now we have no history, no bid on that yet.
Right,
It's
so
at $150. So for a 200, again, I don't do math very well, but $150
She's great at math.
is for a $200 gift certificate is a steal. So let's get that bidding going. So the next item, live auction number 6. Now we're getting into the things that are pretty much a tradition with Centerstage. We started this a few years ago. Actually, I think they started it before I got here, which was this particular one. So our holiday Panto. This is, if you haven't experienced a Panto, you must. I had never experienced a Panto until I got to Centerstage Theater, and I'm not even going to let her talk about the Panto because she loves it so much. She will never stop, and we'll be here 2 hours later. So the first item that we have is, so the holiday Panto is a tradition from Great Britain, and it's kind of a fractured fairy tale, and there are just kind of all sorts of weird things, silly things, audience participation. It's great. We say from ages 4 to 104. And one of our traditions has now been that we auction off to get your name mentioned in the Panto. So Vince Brady, who's the playwright, he's always really game to do this. And somewhere in the Panto, the name of your choice, hopefully your name and maybe your family name, will be mentioned in the Panto. So this is actually a priceless item. However, we have to start somewhere. So we have started we started the bid at $300, and right now we're at $300. Yes. And Mike and Karen Bragato again are there. So they are
legitimate big Panto fans. They talk about it in their video.
Oh yes, yes, they are. So right now the bid is at $300, but for $350, you can knock Mike and Karen off of that winning pedestal for right now. So $350. If you haven't seen a Panto, Puss in Boots is going to be a great one. Yes. I'm sorry, we actually had intended to do that this summer, but COVID. So we're doing that, and the name mentioned in the Panto. So what we're going to do next is we've got, we're kind of seeing a pattern here. Video, our third video, is I think some more people talking about their love of Centerstage.
This
correct?
Is this one, or is this? Now you're really seeing how the sausage is made, y'all. Is this? Yes, it is. And then because we have a Panto specific video, but that's not yet. That's my favorite one. Yes, this is a part 3 in our 4-part series of why you should support Centerstage, featuring the same gorgeous people you've been seeing. So we can roll that video, and that will give you time to get these bids in for that gift card and your name in the Panto. So let's check it out.
Theater have been so special because of all the people that I work with. The actors, directors, administrative team, everyone here is so professional, so friendly, and has so much to teach, and everyone.
We have been coming, my husband Bill and I, for many years now. Our first show was in 2012, and we saw Tommy. And we've been to every show since. It is truly Federal Way's hidden gem, and we love it. We've met very many friends through the stage, through Centerstage, and it just brings in the finest talent, the best shows. It's intimate, it's friendly, they have great performers, and I can't wait to start coming again because I really miss it.
Theaters like Centerstage are so important for actors like me in this area who are maybe just starting out their professional careers. It's a fantastic environment to work here. I get to work with some really amazing people who have a lot of experience in the industry in a really friendly and smaller scale environment that feels really accessible to me. My experiences working as an actor for Centerstage Theater have been so special because of all the people that I work with. The actors, directors, administrative team, everyone here is so professional, so friendly, and has so much to teach, and everyone gives very generously. I think it's an environment where everyone gets to really give their best and learn a lot, and that's really valuable for the artists and for the community here. If I had 2 tickets to invite 2 friends to come see me on stage, the first one would have to go to my grandma. It's been a really long time since she's been able to watch me on stage, and she didn't grow up really seeing theater. That wasn't a part of her life, and so as soon as I got into it, she was like, wow, this is such a cool world. So I would want to bring her and let her get to experience that again. So my grandma would get my first ticket. And my second ticket would go to a middle schooler or a high schooler who's really interested in the arts and maybe hasn't had a chance to do a lot of theater, or maybe they've started to dabble in it in school, because I would love to give a person like that, a young person who's interested in the arts, the chance to experience it live and see what professional theater can look like and how friendly and welcoming it can be. One of the shows that I did with Centerstage, we had 2 youth interns. They were both teenagers who got to work on the show with the rest of us were, more professional, slightly older actors. And that experience was a lot of fun, just watching them explore this environment and have a lot of fun with it. I think as a young person, wanting to get your foot in the door with professional or semi-professional shows, it can be really intimidating. And so to give a young person that opportunity to intern, to meet and really create friendships and mentorships with people who have a little bit more experience, that was really neat for me to see, and to see them wanting to absorb everything, wanting to learn as much as they can, and really having a ton of fun in the process.
After we saw Tommy, I realized how much I missed going to the theater. I used to live in a very small town, and we had a very small, intimate theater like this one, and I just missed going to all those shows. We haven't gone to a show. We've moved around a lot until we came to Centerstage here in Federal Way. And once I found out the theater was here, we came, and I just realized how much I missed it. My husband and I have both helped with the sets, and I just love everything about the theater and Centerstage and the people and the performers. And parking's free.
Theaters like Centerstage are important because it gives actors, writers, directors, and creative teams the opportunity to tell stories that have that intimacy with the audience. We are so accustomed to streaming entertainment from our homes that there is no connection like that direct audience connection between audience and performers on stage, telling a story, and just sharing our common humanity.
And we are back.
We're back.
Yes. So we have mixed news, I think.
Yes.
we sold the name mentioned that we had a mini war. A mini bidding war.
Yes, a mini bidding war through Anonymous, who we love Anonymous. We have no idea who that is because they're anonymous.
And then, but the Baratos won their name.
So
the Baratos are cleaning up this this live auction. Y'all
Maybe
gotta
we'll
get on
just
it.
name it the Mike and Karen Brigado Theater.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure they would like that.
Yeah, they would probably hate that
Uh-huh.
because they're actually very sweet people and very humble. So the melting pot, actually, we haven't had any bids on it yet, so that one's going to stay open for a little while longer. So I'm telling you, people, I've never been there, but I love fondue.
Yes.
That is like a childhood memory. I'm a child of the 70s and 80s, and we would have fondue parties.
Oh, okay.
So fun, so fun. So, all right. So next is the Panto video.
Oh, yes. We've got, okay, so I flipped my page too soon, so excuse me while I just awkwardly
Well,
do
let me
this.
just jump in here. So
Yes,
the
go for
next, so the next video we're going to have is actually a rerun from last year, but it's
but we
so
love it so
stinking
much.
cute.
Yes.
Trista got a bunch of kids videoed on like what they think of the Panto, right?
Yeah, so kids who came to see Robin Hood, I just asked their parents, hey, pull out your phone and just ask your kid what they thought about the Panto.
Kids are great.
Oh my gosh, so fun. So this video is some of the kids who came to see Robin Hood are talking about what they love about the Panto, and this is kind of in preparation for our final 2 live auction items, which are Panto-centric.
Yes, and so I will tell you now that if you have been watching through this whole thing and you are waiting to bid on the Panto items that you know we always have, get your finger ready to start hitting that bid, because after this video we're going to go to the next live auction items.
Also, hi Jared and Michelle. Thanks for watching. It's nice to see you.
the chat's
our
working.
live chat just popped through onto our Max Giving page, so that's technology's fun.
Yay.
So it's nice to see you all. But yes, our next 2 items are Panto, and should we roll the video of the
Roll
kids?
it.
This is kids talking about Robin Hood.
Oh, I think it's great and I love it. So I leave a billion likes whenever I see it. That it's really fun and I make fun plays. And me, I like to sing because they're awesome. I love Centerstage Theater. Me and my mom go to the pantomime every year. We went to Rapunzel and Robin Hood. My favorite characters in Robin Hood were Robin Hood and Alana. Robin Hood, because he has a blind animal. That's cool. Robin, because he didn't look in the first part, and then he just shooted the bow and arrow. The princess. Me too. Maid Marian.
Yeah, Maid Marian.
I like Maid Marian. Because and all the superheroes, of course. I like those because I'm a princess superhero. My favorite character was, I actually might switch it to Maid Marian. I'm a feminist, and I think it's cool that she gets more action in that one. When they were singing and dancing. Cut that out. My favorite part of Robin Hood was finding the gold key. I liked the team. And I like to pull my hair up. My favorite part is the Ghostbusters part that happens on a lot of the shows they make. And it's just so cool. Ghostbusters. It's out there. My favorite joke was how terrible of a job they did at robbing someone.
Yeah.
They were horrible at it. That we got to sing and how old And Robin Hood shoots the sieve when the sieve has an apple in its head, and Robin Hood shoots it. My favorite part in each one is the Ghostbusters song, where the ghosts keep taking people away. And that's what I like them be. I like Centerstage. Yeah, and I like it, so yeah. I love the theater! Yeah. Go see shows at Centerstage.
Okay, say bye.
I'm getting out.
And welcome back. I love that video so much. Thank you to all the parents who sent in videos of their kids once again. And of course, that was from Robin Hood, which is the last Panto that we were able to perform. And we can't wait to have the Pantos open again. We have our next two live auction items are walk-on rolls in the Panto. So we're gonna do these separately, an adult walk-on roll and a youth walk-on roll. So we've got adult, you would be 18 and over. Would be
I would say 18 and over.
Yeah, and then a youth walk-on roll, and you have to be able to walk and follow instructions. So like my 6-week-old, probably not, unless
So probably
I carry
ages 6.
Yeah, I mean, you know your kid.
Yeah.
Most parents, whenever kids win these, usually the parents they know, what their kid can handle. We've had some really great kids do these walk-on rolls. So those are going to be two separate items. It's going to be the adult one and the youth one. And we're going to show another video to give you time to bid on that. I do want to say real quick on a technical note, our live chat is through to the Max Giving page, but for some reason, not everyone is popping up on it. Some of them are still on the YouTube. Technology.
Yeah.
So if you're having issues or you're not seeing an answer, still do it through the YouTube page. Otherwise, you can do it through the Max Giving page. So for these walk-on rolls, the starting bids are $400. I should have worn my glasses because I keep having to do this.
This is why I have 2 screens at home.
Yeah, I don't.
The 24-inch one.
Yeah. So we're gonna start the bidding for these, and this final video we have is about the same length as the other ones, about between 4 and 5 minutes. So it's 5 o'clock on the dot right now. So we're gonna say that we will close the bidding for these at 5:05. And we'll close the bidding for the walk-on rolls. And again, this is in our holiday Panto. You get to have a walk-on roll. We walk you through everything. You would come that night. We kind of say, this is your actor handler, and they stick with you. We tell you when to walk on. We provide the costume. And it's a great chance to have your friends and family come, and they get to watch you be in like a crowd scene. You don't have to sing or dance or do anything like that. You just get to be in the crowd.
In fact, I think if you look at the picture, that's actually
It's
Gloria Hunt, who has been in our videos.
I love this picture.
So funny story. I actually took that picture because I was in the VOM and I just kept shooting on my phone to get that picture. So that it does happen. And so so like Trista said, we have an adult walk on and a youth walk on. So if you've ever wanted to be on this stage, start bidding.
Yes. So 5:01 right now, and we're going to close this bid at 5:05, and we're going to watch the final segment of the video about supporting Centerstage.
And we really want it to go for more than $400. So
yes, we do. It usually does. All right.
I am an actor and a writer and a singer. I am very excited to be working at Centerstage on Within the Law. I've been eager to work with Centerstage for quite some time. The last show that I saw before the pandemic was Let There Be Love, and the first show that I'm in, sort of during or post-pandemic is Within the Law. So it's kind of been bookended by these experiences at Centerstage. I'm incredibly excited to be here. I'm really passionate about new work in particular, and so it's really been a joy to work with this very collaborative, engaged, supportive group of people on developing a new story and updating an old story and kind of telling it in a new way. So I'm really excited to be here, kind of participating in the magic of it. I feel like a theater like this has a lot of freedom to explore and try new things and develop new things and kind of get things going from the ground up. And I feel like theaters like this are really where a lot of the important parts of the creative process really happen. And so it's really theaters like this are such a vital part of the creative community and also such a vital part of what we as artists want to do. And theaters like Centerstage are incredibly important in getting new works developed and continuing to share them with people, able to take kind of more risks than, certain bigger equity theaters are able to take and are really able to get new work going and support it and support the artists that like to make new work and do new things. And so this has been exciting to be part of a new process here.
When the pandemic started last year, theaters everywhere were in limbo. We didn't know whether we could ever go back to live entertainment and when, and whether it would necessitate everybody getting vaccinated or remaining 6 feet apart. And so in 2020, when Centerstage put together Theater Magic, it was a great mesh of both live theater and virtual theater. And that was so refreshing as an actor to see a theater willing to do things safely while maintaining the core essence of what live theater is all about. And I am not, of course, faulting any theater that chooses to go all virtual, but I just love the ingenuity of saying, you know what, let us adapt to our circumstances as opposed to just, taking this as the new normal. And my experience with Centerstage was nothing but positive. And I believe that could be a mold for how theaters can operate moving forward.
Y'all need to come down to the theater, or if you can't because of the pandemic, watch a stream. But support us any way you can. The best way is just come and see a show, buy tickets. It's been a really tough year for theater artists everywhere, and we really need your support now than ever, because if we don't continue to support the theater arts, they might not be around, and it's pretty dire everywhere. But we're still here, we're alive and kicking, and we want to bring you entertainment.
Right now, the future of live theater is up in the air. If we value this live storytelling and that connection between audience and performers, then we need to support local small theater. And Centerstage is an excellent theater to support.
Great.
So how much am I getting paid for this?
Yeah.
Really?
Thank you. Next.
Thank you, I guess.
I love that. I love the end of that video. I love in case anyone missed the sarcasm, Dwayne knew he was doing this volunteer. He's actually in Within the Law, so you can see him get paid for his art on stage. But he and I go way back. We did a show here together in 2013.
Yeah, I think his picture's actually out in the lobby.
It is out in the lobby. And I always point to the picture and go, I was over here because I'm not in the photo, but I was on the stage. All right. So here's the deal. So we didn't sell the walk-on rolls, but I, for one, I'm okay with that because that means we get to kind of carry the Panto fun into the future. So here's what I'm going to say. We auctioned off the walk-on rolls last year this time at Celebrate Centerstage, and they went for a really good amount.
They did.
It was a lot, and I don't remember exactly, but I remember going, oh my goodness. And the thing is, those people are still waiting for their walk-ons because we weren't able to do.
We haven't forgotten
Panto.
you.
We have not forgotten you, but we appreciate you, and we know that there's a good chance some of them are probably watching and going, well, I still have mine from last time. So no, we didn't expect you to buy again, although we really appreciate you being here. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say keep your eye on social media and tell your friends and family who you think might enjoy this to keep their eye on social media, because at some point in time, we are going to do kind of like a flash, like surprise, you can bid on this right now, just kind of out of the blue, as a celebration of getting through the pandemic, as a celebration of getting back to the Panto. It's kind of, I always call the Panto Center Stage's signature move. I say the Panto's our signature move. So keep your eyes open for that. And if you were kind of sitting there going, oh, this sounds really interesting, but I'm not sure, I'm on the fence, or, you know, I think my aunt would really love to do this, but it's too late to get in touch with her, I only have 3 minutes, don't despair. Put that kind of in your back pocket. Keep your eyes open, because we are definitely still going to make this happen. And we have 14 shows that so we have walk-on rolls aplenty. And we're gonna do that some point in the future, because continued support is always needed and continued excitement about the Panto is always present. So thank you so much for everyone who has been on that in the past and who will in the future. And
all right, so we are getting ready to wrap up, but wait, there's more. So we have saved the, what we think is the best for last, is our Raise the Paddle.
Yes.
So right now, our goal is $40,000. That's kind of what we have budgeted to get us through. As everybody knows, literally just in the past month, we have actually been able to open up and have live audiences. Right now, we're at 50% audience capacity. We'll be moving to 100%, probably not 100%, 50%. No,
we're at 25%.
We're at 25%, 50% next. Sorry. So we've been fortunate because we've had a lot of supporters step up and help us kind of get through this, and with the CARES Act money and all that stuff. But even though we've made it last so far, we don't really know what the future is going to hold. To give you an idea of how much, and we are not the only story that this has happened, the only person that this happened to. Yeah. So we lost 92% of our operating income last year. That's huge. So we are trying to get enough. We were fortunate enough that we did have some money in savings that we were able to draw on. But as we all know, if you don't replenish those savings, it dwindles down. So we've made it through so far. But for the next 8 months, until we can actually get back to regular programming and welcome live audiences to capacity, we are relying on your help. So we're going to do a Raise the Paddle. And just to give you an idea, a gift of $500 helps cover an actor stipend. And if you know anything about Centerstage, you know that our focus is to pay all of our artists. Everybody, unless they specifically say, I am volunteering my time, all of our artists, all of our design crew, our production crew, they are all paid a stipend. Not a lot of money, but we want them to know how much we appreciate them and value the arts and all of the time that they have put into honing their craft. So $500 donation will help cover a stipend for one actor. $2,500 will help cover the stipend of a director and a couple of actors. So that you kind of get the idea of where we go with that. So we're going to start out. We always do this.
Always do this.
And
it's a long-held tradition.
People say, don't do this. But, my philosophy and what has gotten us through, if you don't ask for the moon, you're not going to get it. So we're going to start out the Raise the Paddle. One time we were actually shocked at this. We're going to start the Raise the Paddle at $10,000. So I'm watching this. There's a $10,000 donation up there right now. If you would like to, because $10,000 would honestly probably help cover at least one of our shows, or at least half of the expenses that we have for that show. So $10,000, it's going to stay open for a little while. If you don't want to see your name up in lights, you can always put anonymous. But $10,000, if you just are sitting there and going, I really believe in the arts and the power of the arts, and I know y'all have been missing it, go ahead and, you know what, you could for $10,000, you can even put it on there and then give us a call and say, I'm going to send you a check.
Yeah.
And I know people have to get rid of money in their IRAs and things like that. So this is a great opportunity for that. So $10,000, it's going to be open for a little while. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. Go ahead. And if you want to give us a $10,000 gift, Tristan and I will both personally take you out to dinner.
That's true. Yes.
And I mean, the Tristan and Angela show
Can't
at
be
a
beat.
table. So anyway, they'll probably, you could even choose it. No, we're good. Either way.
Thanks so much. But we'll go to dinner without Tristan.
So
and Angela.
$10,000, if you would like to give us that money, we would really appreciate it. And then you get to do next.
Or you could give us $5,000.
You skipped 7,500.
Oh, 75,000. 75,000.
Good job.
7,500. I went to school for musical theater. $7,500 is our next tier down. And same thing like Angela said, you can pledge it and then send a check later. It doesn't have to, you don't have to
We're not
pull out
picky.
the card right now. Yeah, that's true. We're not. You can bring it in all coins. That's fine. But again, this is like Angela said, this has been a rough time. It's been a rough time for the arts. And like she said, we know we're not the only ones that have been going through this, but maybe we are your theater. Maybe we're kind of your home base, or maybe you live in this area and you just want to continue to see the arts thrive. This would be a way to show us that.
Okay, so $7,500. It doesn't look like we have any takers at the moment, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to go down to the next level, which is $5,000. We have gotten a couple of $5,000 gifts. We want to say a big thank you to Jan and Tom Cruise there at that level. And if you notice on our website, if you go to the top tab, I can't see it right now, but it's donation, I think is what it is. You can go and you can see all of the people that have supported. And if you are, if you see somebody join them, because they obviously believe in the theater, and we are so grateful for all of the donations that we have gotten so far. So at the $5,000 level, if you would like to get in on that level, we would love to have your name up there.
Yes.
So all right. So you're the next level, and then Trista has some really kind of exciting news.
Yeah, we just got some exciting news. So again, I feel like I'm on PBS again. Just got some exciting news in $2,500 level. So this is $2,500. Nailed it. That you can give, and we would like to thank Gloria Hunt and Karen and Mike Brigado for giving at this level. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your passion for the arts and the actions that you put behind your words. And I would like to let everyone know that we actually do have a matching donation, $3,000.
So exciting when you get that. As a managing director, there's nothing better than getting a text on your phone and you're like, and you're looking at it and going, hey, I would like to donate a matching gift of $3,000 if you can raise $3,000. So we don't want to put it on the table.
Yeah, please.
So
from this point onward and until we
we're at
$24,000.
So we need to get to $27,000
to access that
$3,000 matching gift.
Yes.
So if you would like to, we're gonna, we're at the $2,500 level. We're gonna go down, and no gift is too small.
Yeah.
Because each gift kind of counts towards that.
Yes, correct. So so even if you're like, I have $5. Awesome. We love it. Thank you so much. That is significant to us because we know that everyone's in a different place right now. We know that for some people, this has been a really difficult year financially. And so maybe it's just a small something that you can give as a token of your appreciation, and you just can't give more, or it would be stressful to give more, and we get it. So we really appreciate you being here and supporting us. In spite of everything.
So the next level after $2,500 is $1,000, and the $1,000 level, we want to say a big thank you to David and Donna Berger and Pat Malone. And Pat Malone, actually, she's so sweet. She doesn't have a computer, so she's not seeing any of this.
Yes.
But a couple of months ago, I get a call from Pat. And she's so sweet. She's like, so I got your card in the mail, or she saw our email on her phone or something. And she said, I want to kick off your fundraiser. Would you take $1,000 gift? And I was like, absolutely.
Would you?
So Pat Malone she hasn't been to a live theater show. She's had some health problems, but she has supported us, and she believes in Centerstage so much that she wanted to get so she was actually the first gift that we got of $1,000.
We really appreciate her.
So we're at the $1,000 level. If you can help us out, that would be fabulous. And so $1,000. again. So that's
And our next level is the $500 level. And we would like to thank Beryl and Wally Emerson Nash. We'd like to thank Pamela Reed, and we'd like to thank Susan McKenzie for giving at the $500 level. We appreciate you and your support of the theater. So again,
I also think that there were Cindy and Dan Dusich are also, they should be on that list, but she did it in 2 separate numbers.
Yeah, I think
so I think that they are on that list as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and Cindy, you saw Cindy in the video earlier, so she's a big supporter. To reiterate, you don't have to give $3,000 for us to access the $3,000 matching. Just give it towards it and help us get.
So I'm going to do
that
math
point.
here. So if we were to get 6 $500 gifts,
yes,
we could get that $3,000 matching gift.
Yes.
So 6.
Correct. All right. I have to keep checking because now I'm neurotic that I'm going to mess up the next.
Oh, that's okay. I'll call you on it.
The levels.
All right. So the next level is $250. That would take 12 of those to get that $3,000. See, math. It's like double. So we're at the $250 level, and we want to thank Cynthia. Oh, sorry, I was reading it. So Cindy Panette, and we also want to thank. So that's Cindy and Mark Panette, and then Rick and Renee Ewing are at the $250 level as well.
And Constance Swank.
Oh, and Constance. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Hello, Constance. Oh, because it just popped up.
Oh, thank you, Constance.
Thank you.
Also, just so you know, if you aren't able to donate now, and we know sometimes the money is, different times are better.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that actually Rick and Renee are actually also recurring donors. So we are very thankful because each, they realize the importance of large gifts are great at one time, but also a smaller gift every month is really nice. So if you would like to become a recurring donor, if you go to our website, you can go ahead and do that, and you can even automatically debit it. I think you can just put in your credit card information and it'll go every month. So that's another way to help support us.
Yes. So we're inching towards that goal with some of our newer donations, and we really appreciate that. Our next level is the $100 level. And we've got one in honor of Karen and Mike Brigado. So unless Mike is giving gifts in honor of himself, this is someone anonymous, and we think he's shaking his head no.
He really isn't, because I get to be behind the scenes and I know who it is. I'm not going to announce your name, but yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much to Zandria and Alina Easterday Callahan for donating. And I would just like to say that Zandy, they are a treasure. They are a multi-talented stage manager, designer, production, readings at Albatross Theater Company in Seattle.
It never stops.
They never stop. So thank you so much. And thank you to Gerald Knudsen Theater that we're in right now.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Karen Baker, anonymous, as Tori Tour's parents. I love that. Hi, Tori's parents.
So Tori is actually our social media manager, and she's also one of our scenic artists. So if you've come to see a show in the past 5 years, chances are you've seen Tori's work.
Yes. Constance Swank, thank you. Again, Constance, Joyce Wolver, Bob and Karen Edwards, Elizabeth Rousseau, glasses, Roberta Bronson, Bobby, and Cindy Dusich. So thank you so much to everyone who's donated at the $100 level. We're getting closer and closer to that. Every little bit helps because we're getting that matching donation. So if you give $100, really you're giving $200, but only $100 is coming out of your bank account.
Totally sound like NPR right now.
And the tote bag is in the mail. Just kidding, we don't have those yet. But we may someday.
If you paid attention, Gloria Hunt brought it up. We do have lidded cups that you can bring your drinks into the theater now.
And they don't have our logo on them yet because it was kind of a quick, it's COVID, we have to do this really fast. They will someday. In the meantime, I keep meaning to say this in the curtain speech. If you want, I'll autograph it in Sharpie. So then you can drink your Chardonnay. Only my mom would want my autograph.
You can't read it
Or one of my
anyway.
children will draw a dinosaur on it for you. So if you give $50, it's $100. If you give $100, it's $200. So everything's
Okay,
getting
just
doubled
stop
right
there
now.
because your mind's gonna explode.
And then my 6-week-old will take his toll.
Yes.
So.
All right. So we are now at the $50 level. And we want to thank Anonymous is a great human being.
We love Anonymous, whoever you are. I think it's more than one person.
Oh, I guess it could be.
Yeah.
So thank you so much at the $50 level. And all right, so the $25 level. And remember, this money is going directly to help keep theater going. And it's going, so it basically comes through us, but it goes directly to the artists, essentially through us.
Our money goes to people.
Yes, our money goes to people. We don't generally have a lot of flashy things on stage. We pull a lot of our sets from stock.
Aside from ourselves,
right?
We are flashy things on
stage. And we rely a lot on volunteers to help us build the set. We have a lot of we're actually building a team.
Yes.
Speaking of volunteers, if you are interested, we are actually working on building our volunteer core up. If you've come to see a show in the past, I'm going to guess at least 15 years. I don't know. Mary Sawyer is our house manager and our volunteer manager. And Mary is like, I've never seen anybody work as hard as Mary does.
True.
She's constantly going and going and going and going. And I told her, I was like, hey, Mary, would you be upset if I actually tried to get you some help? And she's like, well, and I'm like, I'm not replacing you because you're irreplaceable. So if you would like to volunteer, that's a way that, we often say, money is definitely tangible, but your time and your talent actually means a lot to us. We have a lot of opportunities open. If you'd like to usher, you can be an usher. Yes. If you would like to be behind the scenes, if you'd like to help build, if you've got building skills, help build or yield a paintbrush.
Wield a paintbrush.
I don't even know my words.
That sounds terrifying.
I actually was talking to a lady the other day and she says, I know how to sew. I'm not a costumer, but could you use a seamstress? And I'm like, absolutely, because we're oftentimes needing something hemmed up or something like that. So we are really, one of the things coming out of COVID is we have decided to focus really on building our volunteer corps because we want to spread the wealth and we've got some fabulous volunteers that show up time after time after time, but we want to make that even bigger. So if you're interested in volunteering, you can email volunteers@Centerstage Theater, or you can, if it's easier, Robin@Centerstage Theater, and we'll get you connected.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap up the live stream here today. However, the Raise the Paddle is going to remain open.
Yes.
So if you are watching right now, or you're catching the tail end of this, or you meant to ask your mom for your birthday to give $50 to Centerstage Theater, whatever. We still have time until 10 p.m.
I think the Raise the Paddle is going to be open for a couple of days.
Just kidding. You have time for a couple of days. So we're going to continue.
But do it now.
Yes. But we still, we're making progress towards that goal, the $3,000 goal for the matching fund. And we're at almost $25,000 of our $40,000 goal. And I have to say, the $40,000 goal, a lot of careful calculation. Angela keeps joking she's bad at math. She's not. She's great at math.
No, I'm great at Excel.
She's great at Excel spreadsheets. But part of the reason we feel that we can hit this kind of a little scary, lofty goal is because we did it last year at this time, because everyone rallied around and said, hey, we know what's going on. We want to see your theater thrive. And so we're going to give you a couple more days to kind of reach out to the people around you. I know a lot of people who come to Centerstage Theater come with friends and family. So maybe you've been sitting here watching this live stream and you always come with your best friend, Ronnie. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a completely gender neutral name. Yeah. You always come with your best friend, Ronnie, and Ronnie was out fishing today, and you want to shoot Ronnie a text and say, hey, Centerstage is still doing Raise the Paddle. This is your chance to do that. So you have time. I know it's a gorgeous day out. It's sunny. My kids are outside playing right now. My 8-year-old is sending me texts about being outside playing in the sun. So that gives you time to kind of hop on and join the fun.
So anyway, we want to say to those of you who have donated, to those of you who have supported us through this whole time, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We also want to say, because we talk about, Tristan and I are up here and we're the ones you see, but for both of us, there are all of these people that are behind the scenes. We want to say a big thank you to our board members. I know that the board members that are actually here, because if I start listing everybody, I know I'm going to forget somebody in the heat of the moment.
Yes.
But we've got 3 board members that are actually sitting in the audience right now. Live chatting on live chat is Mike Brigado.
Yes.
Susan McKenzie, if you see an auction item in Max Giving, Susan was responsible. In fact, the other day she's like, I've got a couple more for the live auction. Do you want? I'm like, no, Susan, I'm going to let you do that. So she has spearheaded that. And we also have Leanne Taylor, who was one of our procurement people, and she's been manning the phones. I don't think the phone has actually rung, but we are so thankful to all of our board members that have said, you know what, it's a scary time, but we believe in Centerstage. And a lot of theaters actually went dark because they just weren't able to do the programming. And fortunately, our board said, you know, we need to still be out there and visible. So we were able to do we were able to open the season with a streaming show, and we did our Christmas cabaret and all of that. So we are so grateful to our board. We are also grateful to Tim Duval with Firestorm Films, who has done, you know, the magic of getting this out to you, and Zandy, who is our stage manager, and they did that literally at the last minute, I think on Tuesday.
I texted them and I was like, do you want to come hang out in real life in 3D with us and press buttons and keep us on track? And they were like, yes, I do. And I was so excited. So thank you.
And for everybody who has donated and supported us, thank you so much. Please, we've got 2 more opportunities to see Within the Law tonight and tomorrow afternoon. And streaming, you might still be able to get in on a stream. I don't know, but we should be able to get you in. And then again, we'll be back in July for...
Yes, and keep your eyes on our social media, because we have a new works. We're doing a collaboration with Seuss Creek Botanical Gardens.
Oh, right.
We're doing a 21 and over kind of like wine and beer in the garden with scenes from new works from local professional artists coming up on June 27th. That's a Sunday. So we are doing things. Things are moving. It's happening. This is very exciting. So stay tuned, because everything goes on our social media. If you're a Facebook person, Instagram person, email person, it's all on there. So thanks to our fabulous team of Robin and Tori.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I think we are on the wrap up, thank you, and close of our run of shows. So I think that's it. Thank you so much for supporting Celebrate Centerstage 2021. Again, if you would like to give a final gift, our website will be open for the next few hours.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.